We got the 6th edition tutorial. What? Guys, I've heard a lot of people laughing at the new Wizards logo. What does it look like? The Wizards logo is like often compared to something. DC, I think, or something. It's got to be an improvement on this. Like, what are we even doing here? What is this? Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, Robo Rally, great game, by the way. Imagination, Forgotten Realms, TSR, Entertainment, Adventure. That didn't age well. Dragonlance, Fun, What Were You Thinking? The what's this? The Dalmoody? The Great Dalmoody. The Great Dalmoody and Strategy. Oh, Strategy, probably. And it somehow, all these words turn black and it becomes the Wizards of the Coast logo.
To play along with the video, you must stack your deck.
I'm sorry, what? Don't shuffle. Literally telling new players to stack their deck. actually encouraging cheating.
To play along with the video, you must stack your deck.
We gotta get them into the right habits of how to play paper Magic, you guys. we gotta build the habits right away. We gotta make it at least appear that stacking the deck is an option, okay?
The top card for player A should be Lava Axe. Then skip.
It's always nice to draw exactly what you need off the top, right?
The top card for player A should be Lava.
Look at them. Brainwashing generations into actually thinking being a red mage is a good idea. What a fun and interactive card to teach to the new kids.
Axe. Then Scathe Zombies, Goblin Hero, Moon Sprite, Swamp, Mountain, Forest, Willow Elf, Mountain, Coercion, Ogre Warrior, and Monstrous Growth. Don't...
That's a pretty... I mean, if you're going to have them stack their deck, really? Is that the order you're looking for?
worry about the order after your first 12 cards. The top card for player B should be Breath of Life.
Okay.
Then Windrake, Wild
Blue.
Griffin, Knight Errant, Island, Plains, Eager Cadet, Angelic Blessing, Plains, and Giant Octopus. Again,
Quality.
don't worry about the rest of the deck. Got it?
Got
Good.
it. I got it.
Hello, and welcome to the R&D Center for Magic the Gathering.
This is the R&D Center for Magic the Gathering, right here. This is it. This is where all the magic happens. Da-dum-tsh.
R&D Center for Magic the Gathering.
That person's
Magic
so
is
happy.
the ultimate battle of wits. There's no board. There's no monitor, no TV screen, no joystick, no special effects. No, it's just you and your friend locked in an intense battle of strategy and wisdom.
And yet somehow it comes from like a super weird tech lab. Like it's all fantasy, all science. Hey, nerd girl, welcome. We're just filling time while the arena is not working as much and watching some old Magic the Gathering marketing because we're trying to make a point that they've always been cringe. Really does look like Cranston. Really does.
Object of the game? Total annihilation of your opponent.
Total. Let me say that again. The object of the game is total annihilation of your opponent. Total annihilation. From now on, nerd girl, when I battle you, this is the level I'm taking it to. There's going to be pyro in the background.
Object of the game? Total annihilation.
I can't go too far. This is the bar right here. We got to have pyro next time.
Of your opponent. Oh, it sounds simple enough, but magic requires planning and tactics and savagery and
The first woman that we have seen in any of these commercials looks a lot like... Who am I thinking of?
Sorry, I couldn't understand. I
In...
may have a few recommendations.
I think her name is Felicity... Alexa. Alexa, I'm streaming. Be quiet. Silence.
Sure. Streaming Be Quiet. First, there's a skill called Be Quiet. You can say, try it, or hear next.
Alexa, stop making noises.
Okay, noise. First, there's a skill called Baby Sleep White Noise. You can say, try it, or hear next.
Alexa, shut up. That worked. See? That's why you gotta go hard on them. People and robots these days just, they don't get subtlety. You gotta go hard. You can't, manners are just like outdated now. All right. She looks like Felicity from, okay, CW show, The Flash. I think she's called Felicity in the show. Oh, she's in Arrow. Actually, she's in CW Arrow. Yeah, Felicity Smoke. Yeah, that's it. Appropriate last name. Smoke. She's smoking. Okay, there. I made my joke. All right, let's go.
there's planning and tactics and savagery but don't pay any attention.
She was like one of my favorite things about that show. Like Arrow was just constantly brooding and whining, and she was really cool, especially on The Flash too. Also very cool there.
Attention to these people. They're just working on an awesome new creature for our game. Today we're going to take you through the basics of Magic. Now in your starter set you'll find 2 decks, play mats, the rule book, and most importantly, the play guide. Now you're going to want to read along with the play guide so you can learn the game. You're not that big on reading, huh?
No.
Well, you'll learn the game a lot faster if you read the play guide. Still not interested, huh?
No.
Okay, well, you see those 2 guys over there? Well, they're both new to the game, too. See if you can spot the one that did not think it was necessary to use the play guide.
Jimmy Wong, is that you?
Okay,
Let's
well,
do
you
that
see
again.
those 2 guys over there? Well,
All right, guys. Serious question.
both-
Which do you want to be? Do you want to be this person standing up at the table, laughing maniacally, having the time of your life, or this person in their chair getting literally electrocuted to death? Because that's kind of a good introduction to the stakes of a typical game of Magic.
both new to the game, too. See if you can spot the one that did not think it was necessary to use the play guide. Spotted him, didn't you? So, using the play guide, let's go through the basics.
These 2 are finished. Bring in the next players.
From now on, that's the new bar for like excessive celebration when you win a Magic game. It's just that dude in the yellow shirt just laughing, going absolutely crazy. Oh my God, I won! I beat you! I won! That is, you know what I can tell you about this person? This guy right here. Type of person who does a pre-GG emote before the game is over. That's who this is. The pre-GGer.
Let's go through the basics.
These 2 are finished. Bring in the next players.
What'd you get us into, man? I don't even know how to play this game. Hey, relax, man. They said it'd be fun.
To begin, can everybody hear me? Can you hear me, players? Good. This is your playmat. The wizard illustration represents you
what?
in the game. This is your life total. Both of you start with 20. First one to 0 is toast. This is where you...
The first playmat. Actually, the first playmat? Wow. I mean, they didn't even sleeve their cards. This is the first playmat. Okay.
Put your deck. And this is your discard pile or graveyard. Also, notice some basic rules listed here. Each of you has a deck or library of 40 cards. These are divided into 3 types.
Pushing limited from the get-go. How disappointing.
Creature cards are your soldiers. Use them to attack your opponent. And when attacked, use them to block. In order to put a creature into play, you must pay for it with land cards. The cost of the creature can be found in the upper right corner. Once a creature is put into play, it stays there until it's destroyed.
I love how now you're talking to me and you're done talking to them.
Forest, swamp, plains, or island give you energy. Use them to bring
Island was
creatures
last.
and sorcery into play. The more land you have, the bigger.
So if I remember correctly, yeah, 3 types. If I remember correctly, the starter like product as no enchantments, no instants, and no artifacts, and no planeswalkers. Like none of those things. No wonder they don't use blue much. It's just creature, sorcery, land.
The creature you can play, and the more powerful the spells you can cast. Last are sorcery cards, used to cast spells that help you or hurt your opponent. My personal favorite, by the way, is Hand of Death. Love Hand of Death.
Love Hand of Death.
Growth is pretty good too.
But don't show us the card or nothing.
So far, so good.
Yeah, no problem. 3 types of cards. Land is your energy, creatures are your soldiers, and sorceries are the...
Land is your energy. What is that? What is that from? Is that from Pokemon? Are they taking that from Pokemon? Does Pokemon have energy? I actually don't know. Legitimate question. All right, so they just straight assume that these guys know Pokemon and are learning magic. Just straight up make that assumption. Okay.
The unexpected.
Very good. Now, normally you shuffle the cards.
Whoa!
Match,
What?
but for
Wait,
this one...
why is she feeding him?
Now, normally you shuffle the cards before...
I think this classifies as assault in 2021.
Yeah, no problem. 3 types of cards. Land is your energy, creatures are your soldiers, and sorceries are the unexpected.
Very good. Now, normally you shuffle the cards before a match, but for this one game, we've, how would you say, sort of stacked the deck. So please, do not shuffle your cards. There are 5 colors of magic. Which one of you has...
Assuming the guy is straight, if they want to do positive reinforcement, all she has to do is like pat him on the shoulder or something and be like, "Oh, you're smart." And that would be enough, you know?
The deck with black, red, and green cards. All right, you'll be player A, and that means that the other player must have the white and blue cards, making him player...
There you go. He's already tuned out. He saw a girl, so now he can't focus. He can only think about girl with more eyeshadow than currently has, I think is all that's going on here.
Player...
I don't know why this character is like a rabid Igor type. It's obviously supposed to be like an Igor type, but I mean, it's a cross between Gollum from Lord of the Rings, which isn't out yet, and some kind of Igor, and it's so... Why are we doing this?
B.
Excellent.
All right. You daydream about girl, you get shocked. Easy.
Now, player A, don't shuffle the deck, but draw the first 7 cards. Whoever of you has the black, red, and green cards should do the same. And remember, don't shuffle the deck.
Never shuffle, guys.
The first card should be
Never
Lava
forget.
Axe. Then Scathe Zombies, Goblin Hero, Moon Sprite, Swamp, Mountain, and Forest.
Jund.
That's the hand you'll start with.
Can you...
I know I usually, when I play a 3-color deck, I draw the Tron of basic lands, 1 of each color. It's very nice.
Can you give me that order again, please?
Lava Axe, Scathe Zombies, Goblin Hero, Moon Sprite, Swamp, Mountain, and Forest. Now, player B, you too draw your first 7 cards. And remember, don't shuffle the deck. The top card should be Breath of Life, then Windrake, wild griffin, knight errant, island, another island, and a plains. Do I need to repeat myself?
I love how
No,
our,
I think I got it.
I love how our blue-white player is kind of the dense one who can't stop thinking about girl.
Breath of Life, Windrake, Wild Griffin, Knight Errant, Island, and Plains.
There we go. Player B. Okay, everybody ready?
Why doesn't he get a treat? This guy got a treat when he got the answer right. Why doesn't the blue-white player get a treat? This is favoritism.
Let's get started now. Usually we flip a coin to see who goes first, but since this is a guided game, we're going to assume player A has won the toss.
What?
Each of you has 7 cards.
Oh, yeah, I get salty when I'm on the draw,
Did you and your
too.
opponent draw your 7 cards? We can't proceed
See, even beginners get salty when they're on the draw.
until that's done. Now, player A, since you've won the toss, draw a card from your deck and place it in your hand. You now have 8. You draw a card at the beginning of each turn.
Got to draw a card and is on the play? What is this, Commander? That is so broken.
Take the card that says Forest from your hand and place it below the playmat in the area marked lands. Good.
Finally, evidence that lands in front players were wrong all along. Did they not watch the video? Did they? We need to give shock therapy to everybody who ever put their lands in front of their spells. We finally have evidence that they've always been wrong.
Now, take the willow elf and place it on the table above your playmat in the area marked creatures. Excellent. Look at your willow elf card.
Look at this card.
In the upper right corner, there's a symbol of a little tree. This represents how many lands you must tap to play the card. In Magic, you must tap into your lands to play creatures or use sorceries. In this case, Willow Elf required only 1 green or forest card. See how the symbols match? Other creatures or sorceries will require more than 1 land, but right now, we'll keep it simple. To tap a card, you don't really tap it. You turn it sideways. So player A...
Guys, have you ever tried to, you know, when it says tap a card, did you ever just do this? Yeah? You ever do that? Okay. Just checking. We wouldn't want you to get that wrong.
Turn your forest card sideways. And who's ever player A at home should do the same. Now, you can't attack with a creature on the same turn you play it. So, you're done, player A. Say done.
Done.
Some players knock to show they're done. Me?
Wait, what?
I like to do a little laugh.
Wait, what? Some players knock to show they're done? Is this a thing? I'm done. I'm gonna set off my dogs doing that. My dogs are gonna start barking. Was that a thing? Okay, have any of you ever knocked to pass the turn? I think they said nod. Okay, we have to verify. I don't think that's true. I think it was knock.
Say done.
Done.
Some players knock.
That is definitely knock. There's definitely an OCK on the end of that n. All right? That is definitely knock. 100% knock. Who nods to say it's your turn? This is ridiculous. No, that is knock. All right, how many of you have ever seen a Magic player knock? Let's hear that one more time.
Done.
Some players knock to show they're done. Me? I like to do a little laugh. What the hell was that? That's actual origin story of the, like, you can see the DNA for the awkward Jimmy plus guest laughing in the promo videos so many years later. 20 years later, we still have awkward laugh cringe as an essential part of the content. Who dis? Who is the MTG lab bodyguard back here? What the heck? Oh my goodness. Okay. No big deal.
I actually didn't expect it to keep going. That's part one. That's the cliffhanger. Let's measure every second.
To show they're done.
All right. It starts at. It goes to 8:04. It's like a good 12 to 15 seconds of this. I gotta say,
Player
it gets
B,
me to laugh.
Draw a card from the top of your...
It gets me to laugh. It is really funny that this is like... How many of you would say that they're getting a good introduction to what Magic is all about from this video, huh? Eh? Wait, is this what's in the CD? God, it probably is. Guys, there were probably meetings. Really, there were smart people in them, really. And I mean that, no irony. I'm sure that smart people were in these meetings and they had whiteboards and notepads and oh man, and they came up with this. And it's like, oh my goodness.
Your deck. Now place a plains card below your playmat, just like player A did with his forest card. You can only play one land card per turn, so just hold on to your other islands and plains. Also,
someone needs to tell Mike Long about that one land per turn thing. Ooh.
If you look at your other cards, you'll notice your single plains isn't enough to pay for any of your creatures. So you're done this turn.
What? I just got started.
Patience, player B. Just say you're done.
Done.
Patience is a win con. Our blue-white player doesn't have a turn one play, doesn't need one. Patience.
Thank you. On this turn, player A, you'll play a second creature and your willow elf will attack player B.
All right, well, that's what I came here to do.
Now first, untap your forest card. Now, draw a card.
Mountain.
Put the mountain beside your forest.
Okay.
You now have 2 lands to draw energy from. Play the moon sprite next to
Called
your
it
willow
energy
elf.
again.
Notice it has a cost of 1 plus green.
Energy is a mechanic in 2021, dude. How did they not predict this?
That means you must tap or turn 2 land cards. A forest for the green, see the matching symbols, and a second land of any type, in this case your mountain. You'll also notice the text box on Moon Sprite says flying. I'll explain that in a minute.
It also has a quote from Midsummer Night's Dream. I would love for you to explain some William Shakespeare to the class.
And now my favorite part. Tap your willow elf to show it's attacking.
All right.
The Moon Sprite can't attack this turn because you just played it.
I knew that.
The bias. It's his favorite part. Just smorking in with a 1/1 is his favorite part. The bias to aggro from the very beginning is it's so rich. It's buried in the DNA, the disdain for the control mage.
Look at the 2 numbers in the lower right corner of your elf card. The first number, 1, is power. That's how much damage your willow elf deals out to others. The second number, also a 1, is toughness. That's how much damage it takes to be destroyed. Now, player B has no creature available to block your attack, so your willow elf has inflicted 1 damage, just like that. And poor player B must move his life marker from 20
he's so
to 19.
salty. It's so salty.
Say done.
I'm done.
On this turn, player B, you'll play your first creature, a knight errant. So, draw a card. Play an island next to your plains.
Good play.
Good.
Good island.
Now, place the knight above your playmat like player A did with his creatures. And tap both your lands.
All right, guys. Tap both your lands. Look at these taps. Look at these taps. Look at that flawless 90 degree. Flawless 90 degrees. When I played at a very, 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 very prestigious competitive event on a circuit which is no longer supported. It was called a Pro Tour. You might have heard of them. It was the first Pro Tour. It really was Pro Tour 1. And I was in the juniors division. So me and a bunch of kids, you know, my sister and I, bunch of kids under 18. And the judges are going around table to table. And I'm not kidding. Like, you must turn your cards a full 90 degrees. Probably my first interaction ever with a tournament judge was a judge coming over and being like, you need to turn your cards a full 90 degrees. Like many of you, I was a classic almost tapper. You know, about like this. You know, about a 45er. You know what I mean? About 45 and a little more. Okay? Just going around full 90 degrees. And you would hear them just go table to table to table, full 90 degrees, full 90 degrees, full 90 degrees. Do you guys remember the controversy of MTG Arena? When they announced MTG Arena, the product launch, I mean, is there a video for this? There's got to be, right? YouTube, MTG Arena launch announcement or something. Let's see. There's got to be a video for this. Open beta announced trailer. All right, I'm going to check because my theory, oh God, they had, oh man, it's the official trailer. It's got day 9. Maybe the rage wore off by then. Okay, none of the comments are about this. I remember when they announced Magic Arena and showed the very first like images from the gameplay. There were so many comments that were so mad. Like, and I mean, we're never going to play this game. This game is going to fail mad. Because the taps weren't were not the perfect 90 degrees. Because they're kind of taps. If you look at some arena gameplay footage, where would you find such things? You know, is there some in here? If you see on arena, the taps are not even like 45. They're just slightly you know, they're just kind of meh. They're just kind of a little bit of meh. Like this is tapped. This is what we've come to know as tapped on arena. There were so many comments. I remember getting so many comments, reading so many comments. People said that MTG Arena would fail if they didn't implement 90 degree tapping. They would never play the game without 90 degree tapping. That's just, that is so classic. That is classic internet nerd. That's it, man. That's it.
And a second land card of any type for the one. Mr. Knight can't attack this round, so you're done. I said you're done.
All right, we had to go back to this again. We had to go back to fantasizing. By the way, she's over here, dude. Like if you're gonna daydream, like you could at least. Anyway, this woman's only purpose in this is to give them treats when they're good and distract them. Epic.
Player B.
For the second time in the video, the blue control mage had to be shocked for not paying attention because of thinking about, oh no, girls.
Yeah, well done if you don't pay attention.
She's laughing
All right,
at you.
A.
She's
On this
laughing
turn, you'll
at
play
you.
a third
Your life
card.
is over.
Then your moon sprite will attack. Let's see what that looks like. First, untap your forest, mountain, and willow elf. Next, draw a card. Play the swamp. Now you have 3 lands to draw energy from.
Tron.
We're going to tap those lands to pay for coercion. And why must we tap those lands, player A?
Because the swamp pays the black, the mountain and the forest pays the 2.
Very good. Coercion is a sorcery, not a creature. So you place it in the middle of the table, and then tap the 3 necessary lands to pay for the...
What do you think of the first spell that we ever... By the way, coercion, look at target opponent's hand, choose a card, discard it. What do you think of the first spell we ever teach people to play? Just straight up hand hate. Just get in there and take something. Not only that, there's going to be a choice. You know, they're going to have to analyze the board state and figure out exactly which card is the right card to choose, right?
Spell. Read what it says.
It says, look at target player's hand and then choose a card from it. That player discards that card.
It can hit land? That can't be right. Hold on. Search for coercion. I can't spell. I cannot spell. Okay. Coerton? I got the first four right. Coercion. Eh? Hello? I'm just going to copy paste from chat. Oh, Arjuna, thanks for making yourself useful and being here. All right, here we go. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. Choose a card from it. That player discards that card. Actual hand land destruction. Strider, are you on this, land destruction gamer? You could Dark Ritual Coercion, and it's like better than Stone Rain. They never get to play the land in the first place. They don't make them like that anymore, do they? But we're going to show the, yeah, at Common, we're going to show the new kids how to do it. Easy.
Look at target player's hand and then choose a card from it. That player discards that card.
A little nervous, are we, player B?
What are you talking about?
Let's see what you got. I would choose his Wild Griffin if I were you, player A.
Giving him help. You're not allowed to help.
And Wild Griffin goes face up in the graveyard. With your sorcery completed, Coercion also goes face up in your graveyard, but you're still not done.
Player actually tilted that they played and resolved a spell. By the way, quick analysis of the board state. Coercion. Coercion. How'd you cast two coercions there, player one? Looks like somebody's not just stacking their deck, they're also slipping in some extra copies. Yeah? What do you think of that? What do you think of that, Judge? A little bit of bias against the blue-white player in this battle.
Player A, you now have the option of attacking or not. And if you do attack, you have the option of what creatures to send into battle. In this case, I would recommend not attacking with both your creatures. Remember, the numbers in the lower right corner of every creature represent power and toughness. The first number is power, the amount of damage your card can inflict on your opponent. The second number
we did talk
is
about
toughness.
this.
Or what it takes to be destroyed.
Well, look at player A.
Oh my God,
Very
what a
good.
kiss up.
If the knight and elf were to battle,
Get him
the
some
knight
chocolate.
would deal 2 damage to the elf, but the elf would deal only 1 damage to the knight. Since the knight has a toughness of 2, that wouldn't be enough to destroy him. But the elf's toughness is 1, and the knight's power is 2. So the knight would deal more than enough damage to destroy the elf. Now, since you've brilliantly decided not to have your elf join the battle, look at your Moon Sprite card. Remember that thing I mentioned about flying?
Eh?
An attacking creature with flying can't be blocked except by another flying creature.
What about horsemanship?
Can your knight fly, player B?
Rubbing it
Well,
in?
can it?
No.
No. Oh,
that's
they
too
even have a
bad.
soundboard.
The Moon Sprite gets through to deal 1 damage. And player B's life
He's never
total
going to get the girl if he
drops
doesn't
to
get a flyer.
18. I am terribly sorry about this.
Oh my God, they're acting like it's the
Player A,
end of the world with
you're done.
every point of damage.
Okay, player B.
Oh, my
Untap
Lord.
your lands. Draw a card. This turn, you'll attack with your knight. And use a little sorcery of your own. Play your plains card.
What are these sound effects?
Remember, try and get your lands into play since they bring you energy. Now you're going to play the
They
sorcery
keep saying
called
energy. I'm so
Angelic
tilted.
Blessing. Tap 1 plains and 2 other lands to pay the 2+ white for Angelic Blessing. And now, read the text box there, player B.
By the way, we're going over casting the card before even deciding whether or not to cast the card. They're literally telling the players to cast the cards when they have no idea what they do. Call me crazy. Maybe you read the card, then decide if you want to cast it. Eh? Okay.
Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains fly until end of turn. So does that mean my knight goes from 2/2 to 5/5?
And can fly. Time to attack, player B.
Wait,
I got you, sucker.
wait. I think they've got the same sound effect in MTG Arena. Listen for it. It's the eagle screech.
Time to attack.
Hear that? Hear that?
So does that mean my knight goes from 2/2 to 5/5?
And can fly.
And can fly.
Time to attack,
It is. It's Healer's Hawk.
player B.
I got you, sucker.
Remember, the sorcery is only
You know, and people say that trash talk is bad. I got you, sucker. Oh my gosh.
good this turn and then wears off. So tap your knight to show its attack.
Actually
and
called
put
him
the
a
sorcery
sucker.
Card face up on your discard pile. Oh, this is going to be good. His Willow Elf can't block because
Discard pile, by the way, not graveyard. No, you know, not that we nitpick it or anything. This guy, look, he's in pain. Oh no, what has he done to me?
it doesn't fly. And his Moon Sprite can't because it's tapped from the last turn. Player A is totally defenseless against your attack and suffers an incredible 5 damage. Say done, player B.
Done.
Unbelievable.
Quit whining, player A.
Whoa! Player A was the golden child. But the second he expresses emotion, the father figure is like, "Quit whining, player A." All of a sudden, we're so it just totally turned on him. He lost daddy's approval because he couldn't block. So sad. So sad.
Tap your lands and draw a card. Let me guess. Ogre Warrior?
Mm-hmm.
How much does he cost?
3+ red.
So play your mountain, then play your Ogre Warrior, and tap a mountain and 3 other lands to pay Mr. Ogre Warrior's cost.
Sounds so
Now what?
annoyed.
Well, I can't attack with my Ogre Warrior because I just played him. But can my Willow Elf and Moon Sprite?
Yes, but you have to tap them to show they're attacking. And get this, his knight won't be able to block because it's tapped from his turn. That's pretty good, eh?
Now we're laughing at him because he attacked last turn and now he can't block. This is part of the trade-offs. Like you're supposed to think about these things.
So you do the math there, player A.
My Willow Elf deals 1 damage, dropping him to 17, and my Moon Sprite drops him 1 more to 16. I'm done.
Yes! Okay, player B. Untap your lands and knight.
This is just the transition. This is just something we're going to
Draw a
do.
card. Now play your second island. Next, play your Eager Cadet. Quick, where does it go?
Next to the knight.
Right. And tap a plains to pay the white cost. And you should also play your Windrake. Tap an island
I am
and your
invested.
other 2 lands
I
to
want
pay
blue
the
white
2
to
plus
win,
blue
man.
cost.
I want him to date the girl of his dreams. I want him to. I mean, there's no counter spells, so there's no card to really cheer for. I just feel bad, man. He's been picked on the whole time. The aggro player got to go first and got to draw a card and got to stack their deck. You know, I am invested. I want the blue white player to win. I feel bad. For him. The obvious bias of getting people to play aggro is just too much for me.
Now you're thinking, why don't I send my knight over there? Pay the 2 plus blue cost. Now you're thinking, why don't I send my knight? Cost. Now you're thinking, why don't I send my knight over there
What
and
the
take
hair
care
flip,
of that
man?
little puny elf?
What the hell?
But here's why I'm not recommending that strategy. When your creatures attack, they attack your opponent, not his creatures. He calls the shots. He decides whom he'll send into battle. If you attacked, the ogre would fight your knight, not the elf. And Mr. Knight would be destroyed. So why sacrifice your knife? Hold back and use them later.
This is just good. This is just good Magic coaching right here. Check out the sleight of hand moves of Igor over here.
Knight would be destroyed. So why sacrifice your knife? Hold back and use them later.
Hey, that's a good idea.
I would like to thank all the little
Hey, that's a good idea.
I mean, let's be honest. The idea of this person receiving some kind of award for the great work he's doing here in the lab is better than if he were thinking about the girl, which is, I thought if they were going to play this joke back, he'd also be thinking about the same hair flip footage, which it's nice that they didn't do that. It's nice that they didn't do that, at least.
It's possible for me to be... say done, player B.
Done.
All right, how much of this is there? There's a part 3. How many episodes are there? Give it up for inspired plagiarism on YouTube. That's a name. Part 1, part 2. This must be it. There'd be another, right? 25,934 views. Posted on March 7th, 2008. So it was retro by the time that they actually posted this. All right.
And
we
now, player A.
We got 9 minutes of content here. Arena is down anyway, right? I believe Arena is down anyway. Let's dig in. We got to know how the game ends. Who gets the girl? Who gets the award? Who gets electrocuted to death? All this and more on the next episode of How to Play Magic the Gathering.
It's your turn. But this time you'll use some sorcery to make your moon sprite bigger and then launch an all-out attack. Untap your lands and creatures. Draw
So
a
much
card.
untapping. Looks like
You
work.
don't have any land cards to play. So what next, player A? Come on, player A. If you don't know, just...
Seriously, you don't have any lands card to play. Now what do? Dude has literally told him what to do. He hasn't made a single decision in any videos up to this point. And now it's just like, come on, player A, make a decision. Let's go. Hurry up. He's like, I've been trained to not even read my cards till I play them. Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, I could go on rants about how to teach people new skills. Like, this is something I actually had to get semi good at for a few different spots in life. I'm not amazing at it with Magic because I just like to play the game. If you saw me coach roller derby, I'm better. But I also know how to identify people who are bad at teaching new skills. This is not a good way to teach a new skill. Not even close. And I'm gonna rant. A little rant there.
Just say so.
Why is she helping him? Uh-oh, in comes the heels. Listen to the high heel clicks.
If you don't know, just say so.
She knows the play. More than a pretty face.
Where'd you get these?
Wait, what? What's this? Wait for it.
Where'd you get these?
What? Is she sabotaging the game? For the blue-white player? Guys? I don't know. There are some mixed messages going on here. Gorgeous women are trouble, man. That's just the way they were written in, what was this, 2001? Gorgeous women are just trouble. They get the boys in trouble every time.
Where'd you get these?
I play some monstrous growth and tap some land to make my moon sprite bigger.
Well, that's right. That's brilliant. How'd you do that?
It's brilliant.
Tap a forest and one other land to pay the 1+ green cost. And tell me, what does the card say?
It says, the Night Stalker's little game of tease the squirrel.
Not that. The darker words.
The darker words.
The target creature gets +4.
Literally teaching them not to read flavor text. We've got no time for you reading flavor text on this show, okay? Dude tried to read the flavor text, got shut down. Shut down.
4+4 until end of turn.
If you make your ogre or willow elf bigger and attack, he'd just block with his cadet. Cadet would be destroyed, but your creature wouldn't get through to deal maximum damage. So you brilliantly realized that by making the moon sprite bigger, only the wind drake could block it.
5 heads in chat, baby.
And you'd rather destroy his drake over the lowly cadet. So moon sprite's power and toughness is now 5/5 until the end of the turn.
Actual 5
Time
head.
to attack. Tap all 3 creatures. Now, player B, you have a few choices. Your drake could block the sprite, your knight could block the elf, and the cadet could block the ogre. Since the drake is 2/2 and the sprite is 5, block the elf and the cadet.
CGB mannerisms. This is probably where they came from, to be honest. Just gotta always have like hand on face thinking face. This guy gets it too. You know, this guy's doing the straight on full thinker pose in the background.
Could block the ogre. Since the drake is 2/2 and the sprite is 5/5, the drake would be destroyed. And since the ogre is 3/3 and the cadet is 1/1, the cadet would be destroyed. But since the knight is 2/2 and his elf is 1/1, you would destroy the elf and you would take no damage. But his ogre would survive to hit you later.
Well, why wouldn't he take any damage? My sprite has a power of 5, but his drake has a toughness of 2. So wouldn't he take 3 damage?
The extra damage is simply wasted. It doesn't keep going.
That's called trample, but we're not going to talk about it, you idiot. Why would you think for even a second that the damage would go somewhere else? It's strictly wasted. Don't mention trample.
But that's not how we're going to block anyway. Try this route, player B. The cadet blocks the elf, and it says on your playmat, blocking creatures can gang up on a single attacking creature. So the drake and the knight both block the ogre, and nothing blocks the sprite.
What are you talking about? That's not fair. They can't gang up.
Hey,
can't
who's the
gang up.
master here? Read your playmat, little man. It says...
You heard him. You heard him. If you don't know your rules, you get called little man.
Hey, who's the master here? Read your playmat, little man.
I've got to try that one at the card store. Read your playmat, little man. This is awesome.
Hey, who's the master here? Read your playmat, little man. It says, and I quote, blocking creatures can gang up on attacking.
All right, I'm writing it down. This is going into a YouTube video at some point, and you guys will get it, and nobody on YouTube will get it. And they're gonna leave me all kinds of nasty comments that I'm not gonna bother with. I'm gonna, at some point, when Mono Red like messes up math, I'm gonna yell, read your playmat, writing it down, putting a sticky here. Read your playmat, little man. You guys will get it. Everybody else will think I'm toxic, evil. Makes no sense, but you guys will get it.
But the drake has flying. You can't fight my ogre.
Of course the drake can dive down and pounce your ogre. You're right, player A. It's not fair. It's war!
What the hell was this? This whole monologue is amazing.
Playmat, little man. It says, and I quote, blocking creatures can gang up on attacking creatures.
But the drake has flying. You can't fight my ogre.
Of course the drake can dive down and pounce your ogre. You're right, player A. It's not fair. It's war! Let's look at the damage. The elf and...
Wait, what does he say? What's he saying? What's he whispering? He whispers something.
It's war! Let's look at the damage.
What's he say? What's he say? I slow it down. He like mumbles something.
Let's look at the...
What's with this? It's not Guy. It's not Guy. It's like it like goes down. Maybe it's what's with this crazy, and he gets cut off. Did I lose my spot? Get him out down here shouting. Where's the shouting? Up here. All right, I've definitely lost it. Where is he? Like in it? Where? Okay, it's got to be like here. It's like right in his ear. Okay.
Your ogre. You're right, player A. It's not fair. It's war. Let's look at the damn.
What's with this something? It's what's with this. I think he actually says what's with this kid, and that's probably why they don't audio check it. Yeah, it might actually be what's with this kid, which makes no sense. Character? What's with this character? Maybe. Maybe it's what's with this character. I don't know. We have to know this. I want to know everything about this video. I want to be the authority. I want to know the ins and outs. I want to know every frame. This is going to be like some combination of Happy Gilmore, Zoolander, and The Room for me, where I have to know every inch of the movie. It's very important.
The elf and cadet destroy each other because they're the same size. The drake and the knight, by ganging up, each deal 2 damage for a total of 4. The ogre has a 3 toughness, so he's destroyed. But his 3 damage is more than enough to destroy the drake with 2. It's not enough to destroy the knight, who survives. Finally, his moon sprite, with the help of sorcery, gets through to deal you 5 damage. Your life drops to 11. That's the bad news, player B. The good news is you destroyed his ogre.
Yeah.
So it's better to take the damage and destroy the ogre rather than get attacked later.
Correct.
It's better to take the damage and destroy the ogre. See, the blue-white mage is learning that life is a resource.
You know something, player B? I think the Intelligizer is beginning to have a positive effect on your strategic thinking.
The Intelligizer. That's the electric shock mechanism.
You're done, player A, and the moon sprite turns back into a 1/1 creature. Okay, player B, time to hit back.
You're mine now.
You're
Untap
mine
your
now.
lands.
Oh God, what's yours? What exactly are you taking
Draw a
possession
card.
of? I don't want to know.
Now play a plains. Then play the giant.
Remember when that was trash talk? Is that still trash talk? I feel like that died. Like I haven't heard that one in about 10 years. You're mine now. That used to be a thing that we just said to sound like really badass, right? That used to be you're mine. That one has not aged, you know. You just saying that to people seems weird now.
Octopus. Now tap an island and 3 other lands to pay for the giant octopus.
Here's a tip. Starting next turn, attack with octopus.
She has lines. Not just a pretty face, guys. She actually has lines. And what got her to talk to this guy? His giant octopus.
Pay for the giant octopus.
Here's a tip. Starting next turn, attack with octopus. Keep attacking every turn until he gets a creature big enough to block, okay?
Keep attacking every turn. Keep attacking every turn until they get a creature big enough to block it. Good one. I like it. And the hair flip. This guy's mad.
What do you do for the rest of this turn, player B?
So intense.
Player B.
So intense.
Player B.
He's thinking. He's blue. In 2021, we have timeouts. In 2001, we just electrocuted you.
I tapped the knight. Hey, can you do that again? I tapped the.
Is he starting to like it? God, what is this? What is this? Hold on, I got some emotes for this. Hold on. What the hell is this? There's only one way to experience those lines. There's only one way to experience those lines. We're going in slow mo.
I tapped the knife. Hey, can you do that again? I tapped the knife. Shoot attack.
Those rating from Charizard James. Thank you very much. Welcome. This is an actual Magic the Gathering video series from 2001 intended to teach new players how to play the game. You've caught me at an awkward moment. Might be as close as I've ever been to getting accused of lewd content on Twitch. I don't even know.
I tapped the knife. Hey, can you do that again? I tapped the knight to show it's attacking. His sprite can't block because it's tapped, so the knight deals 2 damage and his life drops to 13.
Guys, do you want to get better at Magic? All it takes is some electroshock therapy. That's all it takes. Easy.
Big player B. Say you're done.
What's he saying to him now? He like does this under his breath, like trash talking.
Say you're done.
Block because it's tapped, so the knight deals 2 damage and his life drops to 13.
Perfect player B.
Something catch my breath. Is he doing like Beyonce? Yeah, catch my breath. All right.
Say you're done.
Done.
I think you two have it figured out. We'll just leave you alone now to continue playing out the game. And thank you very much for helping us today.
Why?
Hey, give me some of that too.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our little demonstration. In time, you'll have mastered the game and be ready to add or subtract cards to create a deck that suits your particular strategy. And since we're always inventing new cards, the game is always changing. With themed decks and booster packs, you never...
We're leaving? What? Why? And why are we both just getting that sweet... Oh, she likes it. She's like into this stuff, you can tell.
So what do you do?
2 damage and his life drops to 13.
Perfect player
So-
B.
Says that, says catch my breath, and then some reason we just go on a mono shock therapy spree. Just total electro dominance.
Say you're done.
Done.
Even that delivery. Done. Like this is how they plan to get teenage boys addicted to Magic the Gathering. Basically to make it as much cringy, like pubescent sexy as possible.
I think you two have it figured out. We'll just leave you alone now to continue playing out the game. And thank you very much for helping us today.
Why do we do more of it? Who's this guy?
Hey, give me some of that too.
Why?
Well, I hope you enjoyed our little demonstration. In time, you'll have mastered the game and be ready to add or subtract cards to create a deck that suits your particular strategy. And since we're always inventing new cards, the game is always changing. With themed decks and booster packs, you never know what new awesome power you'll discover. And some of these cards are becoming quite collectible. So open up your mind and your imagination with Magic the Gathering from Wizards of the Coast.
That's a soundbite. May this one live forever.
Cards are becoming quite collectible. So open up your mind and your imagination with Magic the Gathering from Wizards
of the It's not Wizards of the Coast anymore, guys. It's Wizards of the Wizards of the Coast. This is way before dark mode was on anything, isn't it? Oh my god.
Is this thing on? Step up your game with Magic Starter Theme
Remember starter product? There's a lot of skin on this particular one, isn't there?
decks. Theme decks and booster packs allow you to construct your own personal deck, so you can crush opponents like tin cans in an alley. Maybe get good enough to do your own video, like me. Or
Maybe get enough to do your own video like me. I imagine a young CGB watched this and really found true inspiration. Maybe someday I could even do it for a living. What would that be like?
even get good enough to play in the big leagues.
Literally said get good enough. You get good enough to play in the big leagues. Oh, this is Pro Tour standings. Hold on. Magic the Gathering Pro Tour. ESPN2 leading Pro Tour money winners. We're actually putting this into the ad product. Number one, John Finkel, $85,400. As far as we know, legit Magic player. Hall of Famer. Number two, Mike Long, $75,800. World-renowned cheater, banned from everything to do for Magic the Gathering for life. For basically being one of the most outrageous cheaters / infomercial product salespeople in the game. Oof. All right. Mark Justice, Jakob Slemmer, and Ale Rade.
It's been an exceptional year for American players. Unlike previous years, they've taken home the top prize in every major pro tournament.
Check out this
The
going
Windy
somewhere
City,
footage.
Chicago. Welcome the first Pro Tour featuring the extended constructed format.
Drain Light View for
Newcomer Randy
Lethal.
Buehler made a splash debut, defeating veteran
Newcomer Randy Buehler. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. What a time warp we are in. Yeah, Lake of the Dead. That's a revised Tundra. Plateau, Tundra, Plateau. How much money is in that mana base right now? How many literal dollars? If I search for revised Tundra, does this work? It doesn't work. I gotta search for just Tundra. Does it show me the different versions? Gatherer says 29 cents. That ain't right. I'll take that deal, Gatherer. Link me to the sales page. I will buy a Tundra for 29 cents. No. Come on now. We're doing work here. All right. Tundra. From revised. That is a heartbreaker. Am I ever going to own one of these ever again in my lifetime? $545 each. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Can we get a Tundra donation goal? I missed this card. Those are black bordered. No, they're sleeved. This was like Pro Tour Chicago, like people using sleeves. It wasn't everybody, but it was starting to be a thing. You know what I mean? It was starting to be a thing. All right, Plateau. Let me guess. Boros, not that expensive. Because let's be honest. Let's be real. Boros sucks. They all try to teach the aggro mages, but, you know, the price, you can't hide the price. $340. So much less than any of the blue dual lands. There were 3 of those on the battlefield. They weren't sleeved. Look at the deck. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's white border and black sleeve. I'm like 80%. Although I do look at the deck. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Now I'm sus myself. That is a volcanic island too, isn't it? Oh my god, how much is volcanic island now? Those are beta? No. You think those are beta? You think that that whole mana base is beta? If it were beta, if it were actual beta, that would be this, right? No, that's foreign. Collector's edition, unlimited edition. I mean, I'm looking at all the prints and I can't tell. Is this beta? No, that's collector's edition. There's limited edition beta, 3,500. That can't be it. Limited edition beta. Where's just regular beta or alpha? Is it really like they don't have a price for it? They have no idea. They don't know what to do with this. They have no idea how to price these cards. All right. Unlimited, $668. Good Lord. Good Lord. Oh, man. Will I ever own something like that again? They're so expensive now. It seems impossible. I always thought I'd get, I sold them when I was younger to get by. Had to do it. Had to make some money. Had to get through college. And then I was like, I'll buy it again, someday in the future. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Competitor.
Oh my god.
David Mills.
Randy confirmed pre-GG'er, shoving the hand in the face.
David Mills.
Yeah, he's a good sport. I'm just kidding.
A transatlantic hop to Mainz, Germany was the tour's next stop.
Mainz, Germany.
Where Pro Tour regular Matt Place defeated Stephen O'Mahony Schwartz in a Tempest-only Rochester draft.
Whoa. We don't even bother showing board states of Rochester drafts. Literally no point. Limited's lame. Look at that trophy. Do you like pieces of glass with writing on them? What the hell is Rochester draft? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Oh my god. It's a format you literally only do in top 8s. There was like no way to even practice it. You couldn't even get a table to Rochester draft with you. You had to be in a big city with a serious team to even practice. It was so frustrating. There's nothing makes you feel less like nothing makes you feel worse at Magic than getting to a Pro Tour qualifier final where the winner, and only the winner, goes on to the Pro Tour. And you have to play a format, Rochester draft, which you've never played before, against like 6 other people. There's one other person usually like you. And then there's 6 other people who do it every weekend for fun. Rochester draft is a very difficult format, but in the days before Magic Online was a complete and total scam. It just 100% fed the same people. Once you got into top 8, it was so hard to actually do well because you never get to practice it unless you're on a team with a bunch of the same people. It's just total, yeah, Rochester draft was straight up gatekeeping. It made the same pros. It kept the pros on the train, If they ever fell off, they could go beat some noobs at Rochester draft.
Tempest-only Rochester draft. Los Angeles was a chance for another veteran player to take home a victory as king of the qualifiers David Price defeated Ben Rubin in a Tempest-only constructed format.
$25,000. What are they giving out for Worlds this year? Probably about that much. They've probably cut the prize pool down to that by now, right?
Then the road led to New York City, where yet another Pro Tour staple, John Finkel, proved his...
Yeah. I love it when somebody's confident enough at a young age to go for it. Just absolutely go for it. Like, this was before Napoleon Dynamite. This was like a decade before Napoleon Dynamite, you guys. Absolutely set the fashion standard for that movie, which went on to be a huge hit, is still a popular Halloween costume. I think, did you guys know that John Finkel invented Napoleon Dynamite? I add it to the resume, man. Hall of Fame, arguably greatest of all time, and invented Napoleon Dynamite. It's amazing.
His mastery of Tempest Stronghold Booster Draft by defeating Dominic Krapischitz. Players participate.
Wait. Say that name again. Okay, let me know in chat. Is this name pronounced correctly, and am I a horrible 12-year-old for snickering?
Booster Draft by defeating Dominic Krapischitz.
I should not. No comment.
Players participate in the World Championships both as individuals and as national teams representing their home countries. In this year's team competition, the Americans came out on top, defeating last year's champions, the Canadians, and ultimately overthrowing the French 4-0.
You're telling me the 3-player team of the USA wins the entire event, and the first place prize for 3 people in a team event is $22,000. I mean, dude, can you really call that a World Cup? Oh my goodness. France, Germany, Canada. Okay.
After 23 rounds of harrowing competition, it comes down to a single match between 2 California natives. Will the winner be Northern Californian Ben Rubin or his Southern counterpart Brian Selden?
Ben Rubin.
It's like out of nowhere, a relative unknown from California.
ESPN2, baby.
So
who's the world
rest
champ?
Of this game is just going to be entertainment for the kids.
The rest of this game is going to be entertainment for the kids. Impress me.
I don't think anything
definitely
gonna happen.
Watching the biggest creatures in the universe.
It's just turned into the big game, folks. Spirit of the Night.
Spirit of the Night.
I still think everyone should put a Feral Shadow and a Urborg Panther and a whatever that other thing is into their deck.
Do you think that they're ever going to do a shot where we can tell what the cards are? Like, do you think they've even figured out the overhead cam is a good way to see the battlefield at this stage?
So they can bust out Spirit of the Night in more than one way.
This looks like the last
There
time.
it is. All right, guys, let's evaluate the board state here. I think that's a gemstone mine. This appears to be a scroll rack. Oh, God, I played back then. I kind of know some of these. I'm guessing this is an Oath of Druids based on the conversation. No, it's not. No Oath of Druids here. That's a survival of the fittest. That I'm sure of. So what's probably happened here is that Rubens activated like reoccurring nightmare to bring Spirit of the Night out of the graveyard. Anyway, this is really old stuff. My eyes are dying. Oh, by the way, one person has 7 lands and 8 permanents, and if this is either their graveyard or their hand, a very stock graveyard, the other player has 2 lands, 2 creatures. 2 lands, 2 creatures. I feel like the World Championship might have been defined by, dare I say, mana screw?
The game right here.
Yeah, I don't think that this isn't the glory days for Mog Flunky.
No, definitely not. Looks like Selden's just...
Wait. Mog Flunky. That's a 2-mana 3/3 that can't attack or block alone. Guys. Selden, like, one of these players, and I can't honestly tell which one's on which side. One of these players is a red mage. A red aggro mage. And they're being destroyed. This just got so good. This just got so much better.
Having fun, trying to get as much stuff into play before striking the final blow.
And I don't think anyone's ever actually had this big of stuff in play in a major tournament, so he's doing a good job.
Nobody's ever had this big of stuff in play in a major tournament. Setting the foundation for the Timmies right here.
And definitely it's going to recur one more time here.
Yep, reoccurring nightmare.
Get, who knows? Anything does the job.
Doesn't
Necrotal.
really matter.
Necrotal.
Down goes the Orc, and here they come. Crunch. And Selden wins the game.
That was an incredible comeback in Game 4 for Brian Selden.
And in doing so, he becomes the first American world champion since 1994.
Wow. Wow. That content. So, where is the Pro Tour going to in the 98-99 season? We're going to Chicago for $152,000. We're going to Rome, Italy, not a bad location, in November. $152,000 in prizes. We're going to LA, and that's in February. Good choice. I like going there when the weather sucks in the north. $152K. New York in April, $152, and of course Tokyo, Japan. You know what's not on this list? Nashville, Tennessee, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Like they did heavy hitters on the tour back then on the ESPN2 Magic the Gathering Pro Tour sites. They did heavy hitting cities where it costs a lot of money to rent a convention.
New Pro Tour season is quickly approaching. Look for these tournaments to produce more champions of Magic.
Why is that the World Championship? Why is Tokyo 250? That must be Worlds, right? Why 250,000 in Tokyo?
Champions of Magic.
And that's it. That's it, guys. We did it. We watched what might be one of the greatest series MTG ads. It will live forever on YouTube. They want to play me a Sonio video. Come on. Just kidding. I wonder why. Is it because I watched them? But yeah, we watched this amazing 3-part series. Guys, I have so many questions. I still don't know what the wink means. Is she on this guy's side or not? Who won? Who won that game? I still don't know. I don't know which side she's on. I don't know who's going to win the game. I don't know why getting electrocuted is suddenly a turn on. I have so many questions. This is the single greatest cinematic experience of my lifetime. I give that a like. I love this game so much. The greatest card game ever made. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember watching Magic on ESPN with my dad. Good dad. He never learned to play, but he always told me I'd be great at the game. Sorry, Dad. Well, I guess username things I can't say never turned out to be great at the game. Sad. That's just sad. It's just a sad comment. It's just a sad comment right there. Let's see what made J. Kim's night. At 7 minutes and 23 seconds. What made your night, J. Kim? What absolutely made your night? I need to know.
Shits. Players participate in the World Championships.
Oh.
Players participate.
I know what it is. By
defeating Dominic Crappyshits.
That's what it is. All right. There's no way he's pronouncing that right. There's just no way. That can't be it. That can't be real. That can't be real. I hope it's not. Oh. All right. Best and only Magic video I've seen. Absolutely. I'm certain the scientist guy is really just Yawgmoth. I mean, what is with that scientist character? Just absolutely crazy. Just really going for arch villain. As of right now, standard legal sets are Scars of Mirrodin, Mirrodin Besieged, New Phyrexia, Innistrad, Dark Ascension, Avacyn Restored, and the 2012-2013 core sets. Holly, you tried, but this comment aged so poorly. Oh my gosh. It's really fun to see like comments from 9 years ago. Like, what is even going on? Like 9 years ago, Dual Sword says this video is so delightfully 90s. Okay, I'm not the only one laughing at this. This person, King Killer Cool, says sort of like Duel Masters. Nobody's talking about John Finkel's orange hair. It's all about Crepeshits. I think it's like Crepeshits or something like that, but oh my god. I can't believe that's in this video. It just adds an extra layer. All right, that's a like for me. I don't know about you guys. That's a like.